Hey, good evening, everybody. How's it going? How is it going? Good evening, Dave, and good evening, Ray. Yeah, I know. All right, so it's gonna be like a mixed bag, a mixed bag, if you will. So thanks for being here. I was debating about going live yesterday and today. Just crazy, 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 crazy. Not just what's going on here, but what's going on with my personal life. So anyway, all right, what do I want to start out with? Like I said, I just I want to go live. I wanted to go live, but I don't know where to start. Um, let's see. Well, as far as the YouTube gig, um, I don't know how many people were all involved, so forgive me. But what at LA, he really has been knocking down doors and taking names. So from the last I saw, those planters will be. Oh, it's muffled. Thanks for telling me, guys. Hold on one second. Thank you.
Okay, guys, how's that? Is that better? Thank you for telling me. Are we better? Okay, great. Thank you for telling me. I think it was the fan, so I apologize. My sinus has been killing me anyway, but it was the fan, so thank you. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties, they come and go. So, like I was saying, what at LA, you know, kicking indoors and taking names. So the planners are going to be off around Big Blue in LA, which is great. Um, you know, here's the thing: instead of pissing away that money on the planners, we all understand the tactics of it. We all do. However, with all that money and free labor, why didn't they do their own food drive? Why didn't they go to the homeless shelters or the battered shelters or buy an abandoned building and or a building that's in foreclosure and take money, right, for the homeless vets, homeless US citizens, homeless people or whatever, right? Whatever. All that money pissed away. I mean, we've seen areas that are not as pleasant that have they used to have or they're starting to have beautification programs, right? They could have had real flowers, taken those planters, put them in a neighborhood and start somewhere, right? Start somewhere. So what if the dogs pee on it, you know? I mean, that's okay. No big deal, right? Just throw some water on it. So that was a huge win. That was definitely a huge win. Yep, no more planners, perfect. Again, I don't know if there's a time limit that they're supposed to get them down. I'm not sure. Hey, Vaughn, how's it going? So that's definitely a huge win, but I mean, money, money, money. Money is being pissed away in so many different ways and so many places by by a lot of people. But I mean, whatever. I mean, we're talking about the cult when it comes to that stuff, right? They could have done so much more with that. They never give back to the community. Their way of thinking is okay, which happens in real life too. There are some people, a handful of people, that are good people that help anyone that they can whenever they can because they want to, right? And all that is expected, if that, is a simple and meaningful thank you. That's it. That's all that you got to do. But then you got those other people that, yeah, I'll hook you up, I'll help you out. But, what are you going to do for me? So it goes in life. Let's see what else. There is something fun that I found. Um, I found, let me pull it up here. Like I said, I'm all over the place, guys. I'm all over. Uh, just it's been a really shitty couple of it's not been a shitty couple of days. It's been an up and down situation. It's really just I I'm so sick of it. So sick of it. Uh, let's see. I think it's in another area I put here. Let me check here. Oh yeah, okay. So where the heck is it? That's not it. Is it that one? No. Oh my god, I'm losing my flippin' mind. Where the hell is it? Oh, I know what I did. I put it over here. If I put it up my ass, I'd know it. Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled program, kids. Okay, so something fun and different and new. Um I looked into some stuff, and even though we don't all live there, some people do like to travel. Anything for an excuse, something that's pretty, something that's fun, and it happens every year. So October 5 to October 13th, the Albuquerque International Fiesta is the largest balloon event in the world with over 500 balloons lifting off from Balloon Fiesta Park. And it's one of the most photographed events worldwide. So you might want to check that out. It's something to do. I mean, we've had one hell of a hot summer. It's still, in a lot of areas. I mean, somebody sent me a, a comment saying it was like 111 the other day in California. I mean, Jesus. So, this will be nice weather. You get fresh air, you hang out, meet new people. It's kind of cool, right? Something different. Hey, Drifter Shelly. Oh, Dave, that's cool. That is really cool. Well, I'll tell you, if anything, when you do go and come back, if you take pictures, I'd love to see if you would choose to share them. That would be great, you know. Oh, wow, that's cool. Yeah, Vaughn, definitely. I mean, obviously, when it comes to beautiful things in life, a picture is pretty, right? Because it helps us that are not there for whatever reasons, financial, medical, work, whatever the hell it is. But, it's better than nothing. But to see it in person, yeah, that would have been. I'm saying this lovingly. Vaughn, excuse me. Vaughn would have been on a happy rant. A balloon! It came in my yard. I'm just teasing. Yeah, that is pretty cool. As long as it wasn't a bad situation. Yeah. Um, here's another thing. Audit LA, and like I said, it's just sticking in my brain. I'm sure there may or may not have been others, okay? But long story short, we found out, or excuse me, she found out that Scientology security company is called Ops Tech Alliance LLC. Now that's obviously not their Sea Org people that are security. It's like a third party, right? So we found out uh, through her. I found out through her from her. Actually, she had said something like in one of her comments on a post. She said, could this be in with Scientology or whatever? Well, it's really funny because I happen to look, and this is insane. So let me pull this up for you guys. I'm going to share that. I just saw Von's comment. A balloon. Let's see here. New layout. No, not that. I don't want that. Okay. Present, share screen. I'm still trying to figure all this crap out. Yeah, this is it. Okay. So, check this out. Let me see here. Wait. Okay, so check this out. I found 3 locations. Now, Order LA is in California. I found 3 locations. One is in California, one is in Florida, and I believe I'll have to look. The third one is in Texas. So, check this out. Freaking amazing. Here is the Ops Tech Alliance LLC, right? There's their company. However, a 2-minute walk to grandma's house, not, is the Scientology Information Center, 500 Cleveland Street. Let me see. See if it'll. Where the hell is it? That's the restaurant. I don't want to drag it to change the route. Oh, there it is, Claude, dumbass. Okay, let me blow it up here. Okay, so there we go, guys. Sorry about that. I'm telling you, I'm not good. I'm trying, though. So, a 2-minute walk, 500 feet. Wow. Check that shit out, right? That's not far at all. That's very convenient to be close to your employer. Now, on the other hand, I wanted to show this Coachman Park, right? The outdoor event waterfront. I'm going to click to this real quick. The reason, guys, why I'm showing you this. Oh, shit, I should have put that there. Let's go to the pictures. The reason why I wanted to show you this is because a long time ago, is that the same as the sound? I had mentioned the sound would be, I put it in a short. The sound would be a great event place for the new foundation, okay? The new foundation for the SPTV to have a fundraiser, get the word out. That was a while back. So here's the route, right? And it's not that far, 9 minutes. Go down Drew Street and boom. But that never came. Not one person said to me, oh, that's a good idea. I mean, people commented, right? But look at this. Now, this place is specifically built to bring people together. I'm not looking at chat, but I'll come back to it. Okay. I'm not looking at it because I'm trying to focus on this, but I'll come back. Anybody that just joined, welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, so it's specifically built to bring people together, to bring the money in to the city of Clearwater. Okay. And the only time that area is busy is when there's a concert going down. But again, alas, foundation fundraising, I was never acknowledged. And I want to make sure you understand this, people. I wasn't looking for acknowledgement like a pat on the back or a gold medal or a chest to pin it on. Acknowledgement being like, that's a great idea, or we're working on that, or something. But that's okay, right? Because I'm the dumbass sometimes. So, but it's also right next door to Scientology's auditing, where they have to have a total peace and quiet. Total peace and quiet. So, this is a real monkey wrench for their stuff. A real monkey wrench. They were fighting it left and right, left and right. It's just a beautiful place, and it's right by the water. So you imagine look how many seats there you could do to raise money for foundations in general, right? Not just concerts, but that's okay, right? Um, but it's beautiful, there's plenty to do. And again, not busy unless there's a concert. So that's a damn shame. But and the other locations for the security ops, I'll just do it here. Scientology LA. Scientology Los Angeles. Just do that. Sunset Boulevard, just so you guys can get a visual. Okay. So, because I did it, dummy. I didn't change the location. I was like, why the hell? That's not that far. I told you guys I'm not with it. It's been a hell of a time. Los Angeles. Okay, only an hour. That's it. Only an hour. So, they're close by. They're close by. Go figure. Okay. All right. So another thing is, let's see. Oh yeah, I found something interesting. I was looking into panic attacks. Panic attacks. Yeah. And from the medical journal, panic attacks, you don't really eat when you have them. And it's not good for you to eat when you have a panic attack. Usually when you have stress levels or something, you eat a lot, but not panic attacks. Just saying. Oh, hold on a second. I had a technical issue yet again. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Pinche Becky. Thank you. I always enjoy having you here. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, I wanted to share this. Isn't this interesting? So on Google, people with panic attacks generally not eating because I type in all kinds of crazy shit. So anxiety triggers emotional and psychological changes in your body to help you deal with the pressure. These changes often affect the stomach and digestive tract and can make you lose your appetite. If stress is the reason, your hunger usually returns once you're feeling more relaxed. So, with people that have panic attacks, does it make it worse? Does not eating make panic attacks worse? Studies have shown not eating enough can cause prolonged periods of anxiety and depression in teens and adults. But yeah, just thought I'd share that little bit of information. Let's see, what else did I want to touch on with you guys today? Oh, yeah, this was a doozy. This was a doozy. Now, I'm going to share this one. When it comes to Scientology, holy crap. You guys are going to die. Look what I found. Archive Space Public Interface. The Claremont College's library. Look at all this fun stuff. I'm going to put the link in the chat. But from clear to eternity, right? Special collections and archives. Los Angeles, 1951 to 2015, in undated bulk, 2009 to 2015. Westbrook Scientology Collection. Looky, looky, looky what I found. And look to the right, you guys. From Clear to Eternity, The Golden Age of Tech, Go Clear newsletter. Let's see what happens. Let me go up here. All this, the collection organization, AOLA. We will get you to OT. All you have to do is arrive. Holy shit. All right, let me see. Let me just click on this because it's a, I mean, no, wait. Yeah, that one. So the Claremont College's library has this. Languages represented in the collection, English and Japanese. Very interesting, right? Because usually we see English and Spanish. So I'm going to arrow back to what I had. And if anybody wants to do some looking up on their own, they can check into that. Yeah. I'll share that up on the screen. But it's in the chat there. Well, Becky, I was referring to many types of panic attacks, if you will. Let's see. So we covered today the Scientology security, audit LA with the planters, the library. Let's see here. Let me click out of these tabs, get them off here. But as far as me is concerned, what's going on is, long story short, today I went to the recycling center. I took soda cans, coffee cans, vegetable cans. They're all washed out, and some stainless. Was it stainless steel? No, I don't think it was steel. Was it? Let's see here. I got the ticket for it. Oh, it was stainless steel. And to try to hustle. I was in somebody's chat this morning and I didn't stay long. It wasn't because I don't like the person. Of course, I like the person. It was just I was trying to get motivated for the past three days to get the stuff that I got together just to get some money, and I did, and I had it all nice and organized. And it's just been a real struggle. I mean, this shit is just unbelievable. And and I think there is a not I think. I know there's a handful of people out there for whatever, they're into that have a good heart, but it's not just about having a good heart. It's the intentions behind it, right? And all the mudslinging and all the crap. And it's like saving shit for a rainy day and all this stuff. It's just it's getting to me because I care, okay? Some of the stuff that I care about, I don't have great knowledge of. So that's why I use terms like, you know, I say I don't care. It's not that I don't care. Of course I care. But it's just I'm not schooled on it. But you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out what a real bunch of shit that's going on. I mean, people are grasping at straws, cutting people down. I've talked about it many times. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit, okay? We all talk shit. I don't think there's one person in this world that doesn't talk shit. But the difference is being playful about it, talking shit, and then there's like grave digging talking shit. But I just don't get it. Hey, how's it going? Thank you. In your head. Oh man, unfucking believable. I'm just waiting. Like I've never done it before because some people, in my opinion, that do panels don't they ask questions, but then they don't give people time to answer. They shoot them down. Or selective panels to where, in my opinion, they're on the same page, the same wavelength. And so, of course, there are going to be no arguments. But what would be great for me, in my opinion, not in my head, is to say, have a panel and stop fucking around and get it all out. I mean, we've heard people say agree to disagree. That is a true thing. It can happen. I just saw it the other day. People can agree to disagree. Just because you're on one side and somebody's on the other of a thought or an opinion or whatever the hell it is, fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If everybody was the same in the world, it would be boring as shit. It would be boring as hell. It'd be robotic even. But for Christ's sake, after 30 years old even, grow the fuck up and move on. And in my opinion, okay, and a fact, if you're going to tell somebody else's fucking story with or without their permission, don't spew diarrhea. Make sure all the facts are there, not the convenient ones. Not the ones that are going to fit your life and make it to your benefit. That goes for anything in life. Now, if you make a mistake and get something wrong, we've talked about this. That's totally different. That's totally different. You butt dial somebody, that's a mistake. That's a fuck up. But to tell somebody else's story and be so vicious about it or sneaky or lying about it or putting it off on somebody else. It wasn't me. Wasn't me. It wasn't me. It's the shittiest thing for people that are stubborn and have pride to admit when they're wrong. But to get a half-ass apology, which some of us have gotten a half-ass apology, everything else is done on a live. I mean, I'm waiting for somebody to take a shit on a toilet, not a bucket, a toilet, and go live. But you can't apologize fully in on a live to someone you've hurt dearly. And I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. When the fuck are people going to wake up in life? Unless you want to be controlled. Isn't that terminology called like dominatrix? Right? Or am I wrong? You know, unless you like being told what to do, go ahead, live your life. I don't give a shit. But for the amount of people that are in it for the that kind of thing, okay. But leave everybody else the fuck alone. And if you're going to sit there again and tell somebody else's story, if you make a mistake, an honest, genuine mistake, then that's fine. Say so. But when you know goddamn wrong that you fucked up and you're doing it, have some kind of common sense to be real and say, "Oh, I didn't misunderstand. You know, I misunderstood." Or I got it wrong. No, motherfucker. After a long time, you didn't make a mistake. You got it wrong because that's what you wanted to do. That's what you wanted to do. You know, I mean, for Christ's sake, send saying on a live that people are pedo protectors when they're not. And one of your dear friends' father was one. But that didn't stop you, right? And the convenient lies. Or saying horrible shit about people passing out drugs when you're doing the same thing. Or putting the blame on somebody else or a half-ass. Let's be fair, right? Let's do a half-ass confession. Well, I know I was wrong and it was my fault, but this is life in general. Manuel, thank you for being here. Hey there, buddy. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Couldn't help myself. Love that guy. But life in general, guys, doesn't get you anywhere in life to shit on people. But anyway, that's beating a dead horse, so they say. No offense, Drifter Shelley, if you're still in here. Holy shit, I just remembered. My bad. Anyway, so for me, I pulled up, I try to make it happen today. I just got another denial from other shit that I tried to apply to. And it had nothing. I still haven't heard from disability, but that's not what I'm talking about. I try to apply. I didn't try. I did apply for some assistance for something else, and I got slapped in the face. And you know, and I see so many people talking about the grift. Okay, and the grift is real, right? But there are some of us out there. When I first started, after a while on YouTube, I had said, I am one of the proudest people out there. I hate it. I never want to ask for help because of my pride and because of the way I grew up. I never had credit in my life because I was raised if you don't have the cash for it, you can't afford it. Yeah, it's a long time, but I had the assistance, but I had it not the disability. I had assistance for okay. I had assistance for I can't even say the word because I'm trying not to get upset, and I'm not gonna. Damn it! I got denied so I could eat. Okay, I had to reapply to get food, and I don't know what these fuckers want from me, but I had to read it twice, and I got denied. And that's another thing why I kind of have been fucked up as far as my emotions and my thoughts all over the place. You know, I've never been married. I've never had kids. I don't have a sugar daddy. I don't have any of that shit. I don't have any of that shit. So the reason why I brought the grift is real is because a lot of people, you know, there are people out there that do that. You know it's coming. Like especially, you know, out in the world, you've seen it happen or you know it's coming, right? You're like, "Oh shit, here we go." But for me, I'm not about the grift. I It has taken every bone, every inch of me to come to the conclusion to say, "Hey, it's okay to ask for help." Because you never know. And if if somebody says no, then that's fine. But there are people that are genuinely going through stuff, whether it's me, whether it's you, whether it's the neighbor, whether it's anybody, right? I said it on the live the other day. I was out and about, long story short. There was a homeless man. I had a nice conversation with him. We had a nice talk. The last 2 cigarettes I had, I gave him 2 cigarettes, and I had a Diet Coke. Uh, I had a soda. I had just gotten the soda, and I opened the 12 pack and gave him one. I said, "I know it's warm, but here you go." And it was as simple as that. There are good people out there. I'm not saying innocent saints, and shit like that, because that's a rarity. I'm talking about just good people in general. See, I can't even talk. I'm so fucking upset. So, you know, I, it's like I know I got a look when I was dumpster diving, and I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care because for anybody that tells me or talks shit if they choose to in other chats, I don't give a fuck. Because if I got a bug up my ass, I'll just hit the fucking go live button and be like, yeah, yeah, here we go. You know why? Because I've been through enough shit in my life where I don't give a fuck. If you piss me off, I'm going to stand up for myself because that's all I got in where the fuck I sit right now. That's all I got. That's all I got. Stupid shit. Okay, fine. But, you know, why come for me when I didn't send for you? Why? I didn't send for you, so don't come for me. Thank you. Yeah. The thing of it is, and I had said, when people give their money out, it's their money, you know, and it's their business. I'm not dogging anybody about it, you know? That's your money and your business. But when it comes to the word grift, I ain't one of them. I had a couple of people that were very thoughtful and wanted to help, and their donations, and I had the receipts like just for a rainy day in case, you know? And it's not because I have something to feel guilty about, because I don't. It's just that these people, to me, the vibe I get from them is they've been fucked over by so many people by helping them, thinking they're doing a good thing, and then it turns out to be, bullshit. But they still have it in their heart and their mind to be like, well, it was my money. I donated to X, Y, and Z, this cause, that cause, here, there, everywhere. And unfortunately, I got fucked for it. I got fucked over. But that doesn't mean the next person's going to do it. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay. Excuse me. You know, not everybody's out for the grift. You know, a couple weeks ago, I went to get a bag of ice, right? Not a big deal. Who gives a shit? It's ice, right? Well, the water is disgusting over here where I'm at. It's nasty as fuck. And I ain't gonna spend like no $10 that I don't have on fancy ass water, right? So anywho, there's a machine that gives like so-called fresh ice. Cause I don't want that shit that you go to the gas station and it's like a 5 pound bag for like $20. Get the fuck out of here. Right. So I go to the machine and it was $2. So I put the $2 in. I get a 16-pound bag of ice. I was like, all right, cool. But then when I turned around and put the ice bag down, I saw something shiny in the parking lot. Long story short, there was $1.17 on the ground. And you best believe I picked that shit up. I picked that shit up. I didn't give a fuck who was looking, didn't care. Did not care. Right? So I spent $2 on the ice. I got a $1.17 back. So you do the math. you know? I see one time in the parking lot too. Oh, it was the same day. There were like 7 or 8 cans, beer cans, soda cans, whatever, and a cat food can that had ants in it, but it was empty. Some of them were crushed. I grabbed those suckers up. I had a bag in the car. I put them in the bag, right? I tapped the cat food can out, got all the ants out of there. It was gross, but there was nothing in it, just like little particles of cat food, and I put that in there. Yeah, 83 cents. We have a winner. Give that lady a Cupid doll. you know? So I just want you guys to know I'm not in it for the fucking grift. When I asked for help, or as some jerk off said, "Oh, she's begging. Look at her, she's begging." Blah blah blah. You know what? Uh, TLC. If that's what you want to call it, motherfucker, I ain't too proud to beg. How about that? So let's take an interesting turn in this. Let's go here. Okay. Now, for those of you that would like to or can, I have my Cash App in the description. But let's go another way, shall we? How about this? And I know some of you that are in here right now. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you, Drifter Shelley. I know some of you guys that are in here right now have talked about that QR thing scam, right? And I was like, holy shit, couldn't believe. I mean, I believe them, but I couldn't believe it, right? Well, I wouldn't use a QR code for nothing. Hey, Pippi, how are you? Um, because it's just I don't wanna. I could just type this shit in www.cashapp whatever, right? But there's the Cash App. But here's another thing. Uh, a comment that was made in there for utilities and food is not begging. Thank you. So here's the thing. I have in on my page my email. Okay. Let's try a different route. I can't use a gift card for my utilities, which I know right around the corner I'm getting a shut off notice if I don't get my shit paid. Okay. However, Walmart, as far as like food or home essentials, toilet paper, because I have Crohn's. So that's a big thing. Like if Santa Claus this year brought me like 10 cases of toilet paper, forget about it. I'd be like, yes, thank you, Santa Claus. But or stuff from Mikey. I have a fox terrier. Somebody that passed away. I had promised, even though we had our good and bad points. So Vaughn, and many of you here, I'm an animal lover, big time. I'll do for the animals more than I do for my own self sometimes. I mean, like Anyway, Walmart. I can get Mikey his treats or his food, or you know, I don't buy the canned food for the dogs. I'll get chicken breasts that have no bone, no skin, and then I'll get like a big bag of them frozen vegetable, and I'll boil them and I'll cut them up and then I'll put them in a container, and I'll mix that with his dry food because I don't know the kind of shit that's in those cans that they make, right? Just like with human food. So if you would like to, from in my email, okay, let's try a different route. That way, at least you know where. Uh, to those that want to be an asshole, you can get one of those Walmart gift cards. Okay, so if you get what that means is that when I get that gift card to my email, I can print it out and bring it to Walmart to use that for essentials, food, or stuff for the dog. But as far as the utilities and stuff, I can't that ain't gonna cut. That ain't gonna work. In your head, I don't blame you. I don't like I saw the QR codes when they first made them big. Even with the Scientology protesters, I mean, essentially it was a good idea, right? Because everybody nowadays they want to do things real quick. They want to click click, everything's a fucking rush. So I get it. And thank you for the compliment about the way I talk. I don't talk funny. But yeah, I mean, it's a good idea, but at the same time I'm like, hell fucking no. I ain't doing that. No way, Jose, I'm doing that shit. For me, I much rather type the shit out. I much rather type the shit out. So, it's whether it's a Venmo or Cash App or PayPal or Target or or whatever the hell it is. I don't care what it is. I'll type it out. So much easier. Let's see. I'm reading the comments here. So, like I said, yeah, in your head, for sure. I used to need help with food and utilities. That's why we are gifting for others. See, that's it's beautiful. And this kindness is free. It is for some, but not for all. Thanks, Vaughn. And listen, I speak for myself. You know, I really love that you love them so much, and that you do good for them. And I hope everything goes well with Fifi. I hope everything goes well with Fifi. So even though I said it in the description, okay, I just put it there because that way you can click on it. You don't have to scan nothing. But I worry about the dogs, and I have to say, Vaughn, your when you made that comment about the peeing, I laughed. I think I laughed almost just as hard as you, almost. Oh man, well, I don't know. I just don't know. I try and I try, and I want people to understand when they come here, when they hear me talking. There are no buts. I am so grateful and thankful for what I have. But with what and I said I wouldn't say but, and I did. So I'm guilty of it. With being by myself in medical conditions and not having all this stuff, like it's one day it's good, one day it's bad, and then there are days where it's like a teeter totter. I'm up and down, up and down, up and down. You know, I try to focus on one thing, but I did it again. But I am thankful and grateful for everything I have, because I know there are people out there that have it worse. I know that. I do know that. The flip side of the coin, though, in my opinion, is that when you're struggling, the more you have, the worse it can be. Every time I try and do the best I can to try to say, okay, you woke up this morning, good thing. Oh, and by the way, another reason why I'm all over the place is because in my house, I'm playing Little House on the Prairie. Okay. To those that know, no. My coffee pot took a shit, meaning it's dead. Dead as a doornail. This is the third one I got from how you call it? One of them like good Salvation Army, Goodwill, thrift store. Thrift store. Okay. And I clean it with vinegar and water and make sure I rinse it out real good and whatnot, yada yada yada. And it's not clogged because I had a straw and I try to, get it all whatever, see if it was unclogged or it would unclog, and it didn't. So I played Little House on the Prairie. I got a pot, I got the water, which is nasty as hell. I freaking put the coffee grinds in the filter, and then I boiled the water, and then I poured it into the filter basket to go in the pot, in the glass pot down below. Talk about a MacGyver move. But this is the third one, and that's another thing in life, You don't always gotta spend money on expensive stuff and make the rich people richer and make the poor people sicker. But certain things in life, you gotta spend the money on because it'll last longer and it's stronger and better. So, that's another reason why I'm in a bitchy, messed up mood, because I need my coffee. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol or anything. And I'm not a goody fucking two shoes, believe you me. Um, but my coffee and my diet soda and my cigarettes, that's all I do. That's it. But the coffee, that's a real pain in the ass too. And I almost burnt my ass, stupid ass. I was like pouring the hot water and I misguided it and or misjudged where the thing was. And a little got on my hand and I almost dropped the whole pot of boiling water. I'm like, God damn it. But I didn't. So anyway, so, you know, it, I don't say it with anger or hatred. I say it because I'm so sick and tired of people jerking other people off and lying and scamming and finger pointing and whatnot, right? I might be angry at my situation, but I'm not going to take it out on any Tom, Dick, or Mary and sitting there yelling at people because I had a shitty day or I'm going through some tough stuff. Vaughn, oh, that's so thoughtful. That's so thoughtful. I appreciate it. I'm trying not to get choked up, damn it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So am I gonna be a bougie bitch now if I take you up on that? Oh, wait a minute. That if that's the one with the pods, that's more money I don't have to spend. Forget about it. I'm just- I'm trying to laugh. Oh God. I'm trying to laugh. Yes, I do. Well, yeah, to answer your question, yes, I do. I have 3 in the left and 2 in the right, but I haven't worn them in over 12 years, 10 years. No, I was just playing, Vaughn. I was because I saw your comment, I read it. I just had to I was trying to be silly in a good way. You like the smart asses, don't you? I do. I do. You know, and oh yeah, guys, holy fucking shit! I want to show you something. I want to show it to you first, and then you can see what's up. Hold on a second. I don't want to open up the wrong thing. I don't want your eyes to go fucking blind and stuff. God forbid. Oh shit! I just put my foot in my mouth. I didn't mean that. The person that's listening knows who they are, and I apologize. I apologize. I- It was an expression, and I'm sorry. I'm not going to say the name because it's nobody's business, but they know who they are. I am sorry. Damn it, that's 2 for 2. Shit. Love of Christ. I am so sorry. I'm not reading the chat because I'm looking at this, but if you're still here listening, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Ugh. You know, there are a lot of people that I enjoy on the YouTube. I really do. And I know, sometimes arguments happen and whatnot, but it can be if you talk it out, if it's talked out on the down low, but meaning between people, it can be worked out. You just have to want to talk it out. Okay, this is one. Okay. The reason why I'm sharing this is because I want to show you guys something. Let me open this up here. I did some spring cleaning. I did a lot of spring cleaning. My about section used to just be this and a little bit more. Little bit. But then I did a whole bunch of other things that were in there regarding this topic. I took that out. I decided to leave just this. And for this section, there was a total of six of these. And I took them all the fuck off. All of them. If you know, you know. And then, on my about section, you can go to, there, do the thing, and there's the email. But I had 6 links and I took them all the fuck out. Does that tell you something? It should. I'm fighting for myself. I'm fighting for what I feel is right. I may not be educated in all the stuff that's going on, but if it's something I feel interest of, I'll take the time to learn. But I always care. And if you did notice that one part in my about section, this channel is not for kids. The one thing I didn't realize, because again, I'm still, I'm still trying to figure certain things out, is that I made the majority of all my stuff, the different, videos and shit like that. I made it the restricted over 18 and up. But I will not be bothering doing the stuff that I was doing for a while, because one of my subscribers and fellow supporters and chatters said to me that you're better off not being associated with that, and they were right. And as far as that's concerned, I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. Like I said, when I made the channel, I put on the about section, you know, we'll be doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And that's what I meant. I'm not going to be doing 24/7 on the same topic over and over and over again. You know, one day it might be, I might just post a lot of shit on my community tab. Yeah, Vaughn, right? The old school saying, charity starts at home. When you're struggling, but when you're struggling, you got to do what you got to do. But what people with half a brain understands is that it's not that you don't want to, it's that you cannot. At this particular time, I'm sorry. I cannot help you. But believe you me, when I can, as soon as I can, I will. Right? And a lot of people in life in general, I've seen it, me myself included. Sometimes the people that have less give more, if that makes sense. You know? My lifelong dream, if I ever come to it before I die, is that I would love, if I had a shitload of money, I would take care of what I got to take care of first. But my dream is to have a huge boatload of property. One side of the property would be, well, I don't want to give it away, but because if, if I'm ever given that blessing, if it ever happens for me, and I talk about the blessing of the money, not you guys. I'm saying like, if I hit the lotto or some shit, right? Or if I come into some money some crazy ass way. You guys, if that ever happens, you will be seeing it on a live stream and I will be pumping that shit out. It's my dream. But we do what we can. We do what we can, you know. Just I will say this for those that don't know. You may not care, but I'll let you know. Where I am at, they don't give a fuck about you unless you got kids. Now I've said it before. I understand helping families with kids, but a lot of these scumbags, they are working the system. They know how to play the game. And they don't even need the help. They do it because they can. That's when I get pissed off and they're taking shit away from me. I've been working since I'm 11 years old, maybe 10. By the time I was, let's see, freshman, by the time I was a sophomore in high school, I had 4 part-time jobs. 4. I am not lazy. I am just fucked. And if people can't understand that, then then I don't know what else to say. I don't. I really don't. There are people that are in, that I associate, meaning, YouTube on the lives and chats that I truly enjoy. I really do. And the people that don't have a channel but chat, I enjoy them thoroughly. And, it really does. It really for me, I enjoy it a lot because you I could be like doing one thing and you could be doing another, but it's just nice conversation or a topic. There doesn't even have to be a topic. It can be something silly or stupid, whatever. But I enjoy it. And I don't give a shit about anything else. And when I say again, I don't care, I don't give a shit, I do, but I just pick and choose. But I pick and choose not for per se a selfish, like nasty convenience, right? I just do it because that's what I want to do. And if I get a bug up my ass and I want to see like a whole, show going wild and wilding the fuck out, then that's me, right? Nobody is going to tell you or me who to watch, who to talk to, who not to talk to, right? It's not going to happen. And if somebody else has a problem with who you're speaking with, then you don't need them. If I want to talk, I'll go right now. If I want to talk to Drifter Shelley or Vaughn or In Your Head or, Bow or uh, I don't want to put or Derek Jeter or freaking Juan Valdez, then I'll do it. Now, if they choose they don't want to talk to me, well, I don't give a fuck. That's them. What am I going to do? Sit and cry? No. But if there's a misunderstanding, I want to talk about it. You know? Long story short, somebody on one of my lives, they came in. There was a misunderstanding and it was fixed. You know how it was fixed? Persistence, persuasion, conversation. And the shit was fixed. No drama, no fucking he said, she said bullshit. No, unsubscribing, none of that shit. We talked it, not over the phone, but through, conversation on the chatting. We talked about it and it was done. And you know what? Not only did she apologize to me, she apologized to my chat and she apologized to the person that it was a mistaken identity. It was the wrong person. She thought one person was somebody else and it wasn't. And you know what? That's a good person. I'll have them in my chat all day long. All day long. It ain't that hard. Figure it the fuck out. Figure it out. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Vaughn, I need a coffee. I could drink coffee all day, all night. Fab Daddy, happy Friday. What's up? How's it going? Yeah, right, Drifter Shelly? Yeah, I know. Shit's real. This shit is real. you tr- Are you trying to rub it in my face, you little shit? No, I'm just kidding. Chilling. Well, that's another thing too, not for nothing. If I had money to piss away, which I don't, but if I did, I'm not going to no fucking Starbucks. I'm I I do the D&D, Dunkin' Donuts. That's my shit. I'm doing the D&D. But I don't understand why people got to spend like $10, $20 on a frappuccino, coolie toolie, freaking all this shit. Like, just give me a goddamn large coffee, iced coffee, light and sweet. What the fuck is all this stuff? I don't get it. You know what? Go to Walmart, get a can of whipped cream, get some coffee, get some ice, get some of that fancy creamer shit, and do it at home. Chris on the drums, how's it going? What's up? It was talked about over coffee. Coffee talk solves everything. Yeah, it does. Oh my God, the Joan Rivers. Can we talk? Oh my God. You know, yeah. Coffee, I'm telling you. But what I miss to God is almost every morning. By the way, I love good coffee. Yeah. Thank you, Chris. And Chris on the drums. Where you must have been it must be a Beetlejuice thing, you know. Thank you for your kind words always and always being so supportive. And you're absolutely fucking right. The first couple times I explained it, I said dodging a bullet, but I did correct myself tonight and saying I was better off, and you're right. I would French press my coffee, but ain't no French cheese. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Ooh la la. Yeah, I mean, for Christ's sake, it's real simple. Real simple. Why are people so goddamn why do you want to make the rich richer? It has nothing to do with politics. It's just making the rich richer. That's it. All these Starbucks, they're not all corp. They're not all corporation, they're franchise, right? But they're making that mad money for you to stand in line like a chooch for 2 hours to get a goddamn coffee. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Yeah, why? Hell no. Listen, there's some people, like you seen I don't know if it's YouTube videos, but it's happened where like there was a man, a gentleman, that God love him, he was like much older, and he had like maybe 500 pounds of coins. He just had those big the 5-gallon water jugs or 1-gallon water jugs saved them up, right? You could take a trip with that. You could, get uh possibly a trade in for a car. I don't want to make rich people richer. Fuck no. Hell no. And I'll tell you one thing. If I ever became rich, I wouldn't be a snotty, uppity, entitled little bitch. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I mean, George Jefferson moved on up, and he before he moved on up, he was already thinking his shit didn't stink, right? I mean, those, if you know, you know, right? And Louise, God love her, she kept her decency for a little bit, but then little by little, her boobs looked better, her hair, she lost some weight. Then next thing you know, she was rocking her hands like Liberace. No smoking allowed, no snobbing allowed. She was rocking Liberace style. Yeah, and if you're right, Drifter Shelley, if you're gonna, if you're gonna spend money, go to the local mom and pop shops. You know. Oh, that's cool. Meet and greets, music, Friday nights, dogs allowed, and hitching posts. That's cool. That's cool. You burnt your bagel? Oh my God, Mildred. Guys, we have an emergency. Fab Daddy burnt his bagel. Oh my God. That's a tragedy. Ugh. I hope to God it didn't stink up the house. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. You're trying to make me cry for real. There you go, Fab Daddy. Old school. It ain't burnt. Just take a knife and scrape the black away. Oh my God. Scrape, 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 scrape. And you hear the of the knife. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. I could go for a fresh coffee with a hard roll and butter, or if I really wanna get fancy, oh my God, I haven't had it in a long time. It's now I'm foaming at the mouth, Jesus. A bagel with lox, cream cheese, a little tomato, a little bit of onion, salt, and pepper. Ugh, and cut in half. Because if you try to squeeze it, the shit'll slide out. You gotta cut it in half. If you wanna get real fancy, like the cucumber sandwiches that they charge you $100 for, you can cut it up in 4. Oh, and then you have little bite size. Yum. Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, Fab Daddy, that's good. Garden fresh tomatoes and red wine vinegar. Yes. Yes. Oh, that sounds I love that. I could eat that all the time. The one thing in my life I love, but I've never mastered, is a cucumber salad. There's some people that just make it so perfect. Not too much Earl, not too much vinegar. It's like perfect. I love that. I just caught myself. I said Earl, right? Yeah. Oh well. I'm sorry. I know I'm starving too. I'm starving. Holy shit. I'm sorry. Oh God. Well, listen, let's enough about me. And okay, enough about me. Let me hear about yous. What's going on? Talk to me. You got anything going on this weekend? What's up? The balloon thing, I wish I could go. I mean, I could wish in one hand and shit in the other. I know which one will get filled first, but definitely the balloon thing. I know it's a big thing every year, but the hotels, guys, if you're traveling, just watch out for the hotel sniping, meaning the prices. They're freaking sold out are insane. But anybody want to talk? I gotta love Chris right now, except food. Does anybody want to, anything they want to talk about, share? You ready for some football? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I love my Yankees and I love my Giants, right? But I'm not a poser, you know. I like I'm a I don't know if hypocrite's the right word. I don't know if I'm a hypocrite, but with the football and baseball, like I just want to see like the World Series or for the baseball, I want to see the end. Is that a trick question? Oh yeah, oh you did. Yeah, I can. I could do all the floating and windmill if they call it the butterfly. I could do the dolphin. You're too exhausted. I'll think I'll be heading to bed. Okay, listen, Vaughn. Have a wonderful night. Prayers for the fur babies, and have a great weekend. I'm sure I'll see you around somewhere floating around. All right, you know what, guys? If besides the swimming and having a good night, what else we got? In football. All right. So, all right. So listen, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you being here. Like I said, for me, the grift is not real. Um, and I just want you guys to know that. I mean, you know, I I, I don't take anything for granted when people help. I always appreciate it, and I have receipts if needed. So anyway, thank you so much, Chris on the drums. All right, so let's give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, have a wonderful night. Stay blessed and be safe. And if you can't be good at it. Take care.